2013 could have very well been the year of Kickstarter, with over 19,000 projects getting funded by over 3 million people and almost $500 million being pledged, with most of that money going to gaming. In the past 2 years, the entire industry has been flipped on its head. No more do developers need to deal with play-it-safe publishers. We finally have a world where a gamer can make the game he wants to make. We have Tim Schafer making an adventure game. We have KJ Inafune going back to side-scrolling. Virtual reality is about to come true with the Oculus Rift. Hell, Cyan are making a new spiritual sequel to Myst. And of course, we have this little thing. Yeah, later. Anyway, while it's true established players in the field have been going the crowdsourcing way lately, in truth, it's the independent and first-time developers that have really been swarming to the place. Every other week, I see a brand new game being posted on Kickstarter with plans to come to PC, consoles, sometimes Oculus, and hell, maybe even sometimes, to here. Yeah, I said later, alright? Jesus. God. And over the past few years, a few projects have actually caught my eye. And one of them was A Hat in Time. A Hat in Time is being developed by an 8-person team named Gears for Breakfast. And their mission is to develop a 3D platformer in the style of classic N64 Rare games like Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong 64. How dedicated are they to this? They've managed to bring on Grant Kirkhope. You know, Grant Kirkhope, the legendary Rare composer. Guys, can you bring up an example of his work?
Here we go.
Dozens of songs, and you pick that. So after $300,000, Gears for Breakfast have been happily working on A Hat in Time, and recently released an alpha build to pledges. Now, just to clarify, this is a preview, so things like story and such will not be heavily talked about. We start the alpha opening up on Mafia Island, and here is our protagonist, Hat Kid, following Mustache Girl. To be expected, performance does vary a bit with things not properly optimized just yet. I actually found myself having to turn down the graphical settings fairly low in fact. But besides some performance issues, the game handles fairly well, with Hat Kid's platforming feeling top notch. Can't say the same while trying to jump on enemies though. I'm loving this art style though, with a cel shading look straight out of Windfall Island. Mafia Island feels bright, it feels dynamic, and it shows that the Unreal Engine can do more than just bloody, gritty gunfights. The levels presented are your basic introduction level, which introduces us to combat with Hat Kid's umbrella, and a secondary level with Hat being in a haunted mansion being stalked by a demonic stone-turning thing, as well as another level that looks really familiar. Like in the games that have served as its inspiration, there is a lot to collect in this game. Red beads and badges seem to be a prominent thing, and the main collectible is hourglasses. While there is a lot to go, hell, it says so right there on the screen, right now I'm incredibly excited. There obviously have been a lot of love gone to these worlds presented here in the alpha. Mafia Island shows a world just begging to be explored, and while features are incomplete or just not ready yet, what is here is a great peek into the future. But one thing that does need to be brought up, when the game was originally pitched, they expressed interest in making a Wii U version. Despite the Wii U's problems, Nintendo have been very welcoming to indie developers as of late, with many Kickstarter projects aiming for release on the console. And while the developers have teased news, so far nothing about our Wii U version has been confirmed. Hopefully, we will hear news about it before the game is released later this year. I mean, if any console deserves games like this, it's the Wii U. What? What? Why are you looking at me like that? What? Why am I arguing with a console? See you next time.